Welcome. Welcome to Touching the Edge. Thank you so much for joining today. Thank you for being part of this current 40-day series of when knowledge becomes power. You know, that deep knowing that goes from knowing into action. And I want to encourage you to recognize that this moment is about really being in contact with your heart. It's so funny to me, the choice to me is in recognizing when we're dealing with reactivity, we have the tendency to want to react. If someone's accusatory or someone sees you in a negative light, we tend to frame them in the same light that they are sending to us. We reflect it back to them. Yet I want to encourage you to realize that if you are becoming reactive, you are not being responsive to your own purpose and your own intent. The inclination is to close our heart to what's going on, because we end up feeling inflamed so much that we end up feeling a closed heart in lots of different situations. But when you close your heart, it's very much like locking your door. And don't get me wrong, I do feel it's important to keep your doors locked when to keep your home safe. However, if you are locking your heart, if you're closing your heart, what ends up happening is that you're not on the inside of your house, you're actually on the outside of your house. You're closing the door to your heart so that the light is not shining, but you're not receiving your own light. And so I want to encourage you to realize that you can be powerful, and stepping into this knowledge is the realization that you don't have to close your heart to be safe. You can maintain vulnerability by not isolating yourself in the midst of where you feel conflict. If you keep your awareness broad, if you slow your breathing down and drop your awareness into your lower abdomen, notice subtlety, you find self-mastery. And then you're able to connect with your heart that still shines into the world, not blocking, but staying in contact with your mission. Remember, this unconditional love that we call positive indifference is shining in every direction at once and loving your life exactly as it is right now, even though there may be conflict. And so I want to encourage you to not close your heart. Find that ability to stay present, open-hearted, but not getting sucked into the pain. Allowing yourself to feel pain and how you feel about it, but not getting sucked into not wanting to be what it is. We can accept what it is, be at peace, and still have an open heart that allows us to find our own path. So how about you? How are you finding that process of connecting to knowledge, which means being powerful? Thank you so much for joining. Please like these videos, let other people know about them, and be part of the conversation, because when we are together, we find that knowledge. Thank you so much for joining again. I'm going to ring the bell. Here we go. When we shine, the whole world is illuminated. Thank you for your time. Namaste.